This live coverage of the 2024 ASEAN Championship is brought to you by StreamYard, a live streaming service for you to broadcast your content on Facebook, YouTube, X, and other platforms. Try it out by using the referral code in the description below. Enjoy the game. Join the live chat by subscribing to the tendeitem channel. Cheers, lads. Big up. Hello, welcome to the live watch along. Now, as I said, I am not actually showing the game, just so people know. But big up to everyone. Before we get started with the stream, please do hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe to the channel right here, and obviously follow me on X, on Twitter as well. We are doing two games at the same time. We are doing Thailand versus Cambodia and Malaysia versus Singapore. The main game we're watching is Malaysia against Singapore. But to be honest, we'll keep you guys updated on how the groups are like at the moment, as I'm trying to get the stream up for the Thailand-Cambodia game and the Malaysia-Singapore game. Now, obviously, both teams are, especially this game, it seems like winner takes all in this game specifically, but there's an outside possible chance that Cambodia could do something, but Cambodia would have to beat Thailand to have any hope of progressing into the knockout stages. We might have a couple guests on, not sure at the moment, but I think I've sent them the link or whatever, so I'll see. Okay. Now, obviously, there's a live poll as well. So if you guys want to give your thoughts and your opinions on who's going to win this game, obviously, just let me know who's going to progress from Group A alongside Thailand. Thailand will progress into the knockout stages. I see Zia Talks, Ahmed. Ahmed, vote in the poll or let me know who you think will progress from Group A of the ASEAN Championship. Will it be Malaysia, Singapore, or Cambodia as the other side alongside Thailand as well? Malaysia. Zia Talk says Malaysia. Actually, I'm going with Singapore. I think Singapore could actually do it. I know Singapore is second in the group. I think it will stay that way. But we'll see. We'll see. Ahmed, if you also want to join the live watch along, I can send you the link. Obviously, there's two games happening at the same time. So I'm watching both games. So hopefully there's a lot of goals so that, there's a nice little update on each of the games as well. I can send you the link, as I said. But yeah, I mean, are you doing the Golf Cup? At the moment, not sure yet, but it depends on what time the games are on, because I haven't really checked. But I would love to do it. I'm not going to do the whole tournament because I think I have to be in the UK on the 30th, 31st. But I would love to. I gotta go in a bit, so probably not. No worries. No worries. Obviously the anthems of the teams. Meanwhile, the Thailand-Cambodia game, just shaking hands and all that. As I said, we could have a guest on possibly in representation of actually Malaysia and Singapore. Not sure if he will join, but we'll see. But yeah, as I said, please do hit the like button on the stream, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell as well, so that you guys don't miss tomorrow's game. Tomorrow's game is going to be lit because it's Philippines away at Indonesia. I'm doing a watch along for that alongside Vietnam versus Myanmar, where all teams don't. Vietnam, I know, are top of the group right now, but if certain result doesn't go, if certain results don't go Vietnam's way, Vietnam can actually get eliminated on 7 points at this tournament. Obviously, for the sake of the Philippines. We'll talk about that some other time, maybe tomorrow. But we need to win basically. Obviously, the anthem of Singapore's finished, so Malaysia's getting there. I will also put maybe below a ticker or something like that. Um, Let me find the how to make a ticker. That's the thing I need to look at. Is it this? Banners? Is it called banners? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Will this work? I don't want it too big. What if I make it small? I'm just trying to figure out how to adjust this. And this work? I mean, you guys can't really see the socials. That's the thing. And then actually, maybe I'll just let you guys know if there's any result happening right now. Um, what I could do, I need to. That would mean. Oh, I just read that. I might. I don't really wanna. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. But the games are about to start, people. For both games, the Thailand game's about to start. I'll obviously give you guys updates on that one as well. I am watching it on my phone, the Singapore game away at Malaysia. I'm watching on my laptop. Um, as I said, it's a big game between the two teams. Obviously, the Causeway Derby between Malaysia and Singapore. Both countries border each other by a road or a street, basically. Um, but it'll be a quite exciting game. So as I said, please do hit the like button on the stream, subscribe to the channel as the Thailand Cambodia game has kicked off. Obviously, Thailand have progressed into the semi-final of this tournament. So haven't really looked at the teams, but I will very soon. Obviously, the main game we're watching is Malaysia against Singapore. As you can see, oh, I changed a little bit the thing, but there you go. Or actually, what I could do, I'll do it. I'll do it in a bit later. But Thailand on the attack. If Thailand get an early goal, it might be game over already for Cambodia. I will say that Cambodia have done alright-ish in this tournament, but not as like amazing. I would say they got that draw against Malaysia at home on the first game of the tournament, but since then they haven't really capitalized on that crucial point. I think had they beaten Malaysia, they would stand a much better chance in this group, Cambodia. But obviously, the drawing for Cambodia as the Malaysia Singapore game is about to start in under a minute or so. Obviously, I'm giving you all guys live match reaction to every goal that happens. I swear to God, if both games end 0-0, that would be stupid. Please give me goals in both games. Give me like 7-7 draw and like a 5-2 win or something like that. I want goals in this one. It's going to be a crazy hectic time at the moment, even before the kickoff of the Malaysia Singapore game. Singapore are currently the team in the semi-final spot. Thailand, as I said, have already progressed. As Thailand on the attack against this Cambodia side in the sky blue, the celeste. That means sky blue in Spanish, so that anyone knows. And obviously, as I said, this is going to be a very tough game, set of games actually. Maybe not for Thailand because they already progressed, but because of what's that for the other four teams as well. East Timor from this group have unfortunately for their sort of impressive-ish campaign, even though they have 0 points, they are eliminated from the competition. East Timor, as well as Group B, Laos have been eliminated officially, only on 2 points, and they will finish both East Timor and Laos will finish bottom of their groups, even before today's game and tomorrow's games happen. Still waiting on the Malaysia-Singapore game to actually kick off. But the Thailand match is already 3 minutes in. Um, I would obviously much rather have both of it, as Cambodia have the first try of an attack here, but Thailand do clear it out. And we have kicked off in the Bukit Jalil Stadium in Malaysia. Malaysia against Singapore in the ASEAN Championship final group stage game. Obviously, now that we have to look at this. Oh, probably a mistake from the goalkeeper of the Thai goalkeeper. But they have dealt with it, Thailand, sort of. Obviously, it's a big one, people, big one. 2 games at the same time happening. Um, Let me see. I'll try to adjust it right here. I don't know how to like make it possible I can show both games, as in like the score lines, not the actual screens itself. Let me adjust that. That would be good, because I don't need a scoreboard right now. But as long as the timer is correct. So as I said, people, we're a minute into the game of Malaysia Singapore. Meanwhile, it is as I said 0-0 after 4 or so minutes of the Thailand Cambodia game. Malaysia on the first attack of the game, actually. Could they and defended well there, Singapore. The first real threat at the goal potentially there for Malaysia. Cleared out for Thailand. I don't know, how am I going to wait, media assets? Would that work? No. Well, obviously, we will get the goal celebrations whenever they come, so that you guys get updates on it as well. Let me see. Yeah, if I can. Oh fuck! Why is it in an ad for this Thailand Malaysia game? Thailand Cambodia game. I meant. Jesus Christ! There's a lot of games happening. All right, 5 minutes in for the Cambodia game away at Thailand. I'll change up the color as well. Actually, maybe I'll do minimal as the thing, and then I'll do banners and see if this one, the ticker, pops up like that. It is blocking it a bit, so let me see if possible I can change it up. Patrick here. Hey, I'm busy today, so can't watch them both. I am busy for the Christmas season. Yeah, no worries. Patrick was the one that was probably meant to be on the stream, so it might just be me. But obviously, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad y Nuevo Año. If you speak Spanish, I don't know, but I just said Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Feliz Nuevo Año. Save there from the corner of Cambodia. Didn't the goalkeeper just went out of the line with the ball in his hands? But yeah, as I said, people, please do hit the like on the stream. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's lagging a bit. I don't like this. But yeah, it's a big one, as I said, a big one between both sides. Every team, as I said. In terms of the poll, I'll get it up in a bit later. Probably around halftime. At the moment, the live poll, as I said, which is in the live chat. Let me know who you guys are picking to reach the semifinal of the competition. Will it be Singapore, Malaysia, or Cambodia? Obviously, Cambodia with the worst possible chances at Singapore. Ooh. And a collision between the two Malaysia players, the goalkeeper and the Malaysia player. Yeah. Actually, maybe I'll keep the ticker like that, but I might have to adjust it as well. And then whenever I have to tell you guys to subscribe, you should subscribe, as I said. Let me set this up. Maybe this would work. Group A standings. I'm trying to readjust the ticker so that you guys know. Just give me one bits of a second here. Trying to, as I said, trying to get the ticker looking good for each and every one of you. But yeah, as I said, please do hit the like button on the stream, subscribe to the channel, follow me on X on Twitter, as we have a corner for Singapore. The Thailand Cambodia game still also 0-0. Corner whipped in. If he can reach there, the Singapore player. All right, make the cross. And never mind. All right. I'll get to the chat as well. Just trying to get the timer. All right. There we go. And then you guys will see the ticker right there. Hopefully, if this is good for you guys, let me see if I can adjust it. No, actually, I can. Can I? Not sure. But the comments, the live chat, as I said, Windsor guy, I know I've seen you on the AD744. By the way, I won't be here for long. I have to go soon. No worries. The funny thing is that Malaysia has a shot here, but saved easily by the goalkeeper. The ticker down here so that you guys know the current updates of the scores. Actually, I could also just put the. Let me readjust it again, the ticker as well. And then maybe I can put the emojis of the teams. That would be cool. As Malaysia tried to attack here. Give me 1 second or so. Actually, not 1 second, but a bit of time. Malaysia having a couple shots here, actually, in the first 7 minutes of this game. Looking good at the moment, I would say, for Malaysia. Obviously, these two teams met in the previous edition and ended 4-1 to Malaysia. Obviously, I would say Malaysia haven't done well in this tournament. I will tell you that for a fact. It's not opinion, it's fact. But the fact that they could still progress despite not playing amazingly does help their cause of not being terrible, I would say. All right, next bit. Let me put the team flags on the ticker here. On flag. Cambodia having a bit of chances and shots, but nothing to trouble the goalkeeper of Thailand. Malaysia also trying to attack here. As I said, I think Malaysia have to score the first goal. Ooh, playing out for the back there, Singapore, but they do get it clear somewhat. That's a foul right there. Okay, I hope this works. So save it. As I said, please do hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on X on Twitter as well. Obviously, do vote in the live poll as I get the ticker like that. How's it look, guys? How's the ticker? Hopefully that's good. So at the moment, as I said, Thailand have progressed, so that's why they have a Q, meaning qualify. Thailand have qualified already to the knockout stages. Singapore currently in second as the results stand. At the moment, both games are 0-0. Malaysia and Cambodia both on 5, amazingly. With only 1 loss in this campaign. Actually, all the teams apart from Thailand have lost at least once in this group. As Cambodia spring an attack, they have to hear Cambodia. You gotta shoot. Just why might have taken a touch, possibly. Cambodia looking more threatening than the Thais. I would say that, obviously. Very, very close. And as I said, if Cambodia were to score in that moment, Cambodia would have been it. I'm not 100% sure, but they would have be a lot closer to qualifying. Not sure if they'll actually qualify from even beating Thailand. The shot over the ball, Malaysia. Malaysia are getting close. I would say that in terms of attacks. Yeah, but Thailand on the attack as well. All right, go on. There we go. Thailand, go on then. Go on, son. Shot is blocked, but they will regain the possession here, the Thais. Meanwhile, Singapore, to be honest, Singapore haven't looked that amazing, I would say, apart from that one chance they got from the corner eventually. It's mostly been all Malaysia, but Singapore defending quite brilliantly, I would say. I don't know why he just kept running when the ball was passed to him. But ball over the top. It's keepers, right? There we go. Good one. I might be offside, probably that or something. Thailand on the attack. As Singapore trying to build out something from the back. Obviously, I am not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. When was the last time Cambodia have beaten Thailand? Exactly. You can't. You can't. Because I don't think they've ever had. Meanwhile, Malaysia, Singapore is actually quite, you could say even, I would say. Maybe a little bit more in the favor of Malaysia, but you just never know. It's a derby, this one. That's a clear that. Obviously, both teams have won this tournament before. Obviously, Singapore 4 times, Malaysia only once in 2010. That's a foul that over there. Montana for Cambodia. Thailand free kick against number 24 of Thailand, Apisit. Awkward bounce there, the ball actually of that Singapore game. The Thailand hardcore, one of the ultras of the Thai team. The only thing is that the ticker blocks the my Twitter and X. So maybe at some point I would love to add a ticker. So maybe in the next watch along, I will adjust the this background so that you guys can still see this thing, so that we can also have the ticker as well. At the same time, right? Singapore, go on, shoot. Shot blocked easily and dealt with. Oh God, I hate myself. First corner for Thailand, taken short, not quickly. Puts it into the box, cleared. Still 0-0, as I said in both games. It's looking like to be a decent-ish watch long for anyone. Can obviously have the game by itself. Maybe has taken the deflection there, but Thailand almost close to scoring the first goal of the game and the first goal of the night between the two sets of games that are happening. But I think it was offside anyway, probably. No, that's clear offside. Yeah, that is offside. So even if it went in, it would not counted. It's a foul there on the Malaysia player, Jimmy Neutron, boy genius. Foul won by Singapore that time now. Lee Heng, the Cambodia goalkeeper, having a bit of trouble here, trying to reassess himself. The medical team, Cambodia. Still 0-0. And obviously, as I said, do let me know your thoughts on who will progress from Group A. No, not that. Just sorting things out. And then I don't want my voice to be heard over the speaker. All right, let me see the poll right now. Don't end. All right, right now the poll stands at, I'm not sure actually. While it's cleared, 6 votes. but it could be more votes eventually. 9 votes actually on the live poll that I've started almost sort of an hour ago. But a lot of people are saying Malaysia actually are going to progress from this group at the moment. So that's what most people are saying. It's going to be Malaysia. Most people are saying at the moment. I would probably now tend to agree they've looked the better side in this game as well. Getting the ball there over the top. They could just whip it all the way there, Cambodia. Just try win it as well. No foul, says the referee. It's Cambodia. Gotta whip it in. It's cleared. I'll say I think it's very crucial for Cambodia. They have to score the first goal at least. Because I think if Thailand were to score early, or at least the first goal of this game, if there is a goal, it won't look good for Cambodia in terms of any hope of progressing to the semifinal for the first time in their history. But we're about 20 minutes in of both games, roughly 15 or so, and still 0-0 in both games. That would be probably clear that it is the Singapore game away at Malaysia. Right now, the attempts for both teams between Thailand and Cambodia is quite even, one each, but none on target practically. But Cambodia do have the attack here, no foul given, but there is a throw in for Cambodia in a dangerous position. They, gotta take your chances here, Cambodia. They really have to. I would say that. Not really good defending that. The number 21 should just let the goalkeeper claim it. But it's a throw in for Malaysia and a throw in for Cambodia, both in dangerous positions of the pitch. Throw is taken by Cambodia, but it will safely be in the goalkeeper's hands as the Malaysia throw in is happening right now. There we go, lads. Surely, well, both safely in the hands of the goalkeeper. Is one. Poor. Hassan Sania. How you guys like the sort of hairstyle I'm doing? Locking it up. Gotta live it up, 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 up. You're on fire. Oh! That's a foul. That is a foul. I don't know why the referees are calling it. I would say that it should be a Malaysia free kick there, but they do have the ball at least in their possession. Oh, it's offside anyway. We'll stay right. We do need a goal just to spice things up in this game. Obviously, a Thailand goal doesn't really spice anything up. Even though Thai food is quite spicy, but I love it. I love the spice. I love my spice. Spice girls. I like baby spice, but more like Thai spice. Nicholson seems to probably be the most active player of this Thailand team at the moment, doing quite well for himself. As I said, people, only about a few days away till Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. You're not ho. Come on. Ball over the top. Gotta deal with that easily. Yes, they have. Some good play, good bit of play here from the Thais. I also try to get the lineups as well of both teams, but you got a lot going. Probably at halftime then. Oh, you got slips there. Not the great timing, but you still have it, Cambodia. In Thailand, we step back to a defensive shape. Balls played. Got whip it in. As I said, people, please do hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe to the channel and follow me on X on Twitter as well. I've reached 600 subscribers the other day when doing the Philippines stream against Vietnam. So hopefully, I'm not sure. I don't think I'll reach 700 by the end of this tournament, but I will definitely do my best to hit it. But it can't really work until you guys do it. See, I also just checked. I've reached 1,000 watch hours on YouTube for the past year. I've only really started doing all of this more recently. So hopefully, in terms of the view count, whenever I do streaming watch-alongs, it can improve. And obviously, as I said, trying to build this channel up as well. That's a bad foul there. Should be a yellow for the Malaysia player. Ting. It's something in the game. Jesus Christ. As I said, I hope it doesn't end 0-0 in both teams. That would be like the most annoying thing, I would say. Ball is cleared. And I do not know what ungodly things will happen tomorrow with the Philippines. Mate, I know we're going to get eliminated. Stop with the hope. I know the Philippines fans will have hope that we'll somehow beat Indonesia. Like, tell me why. We haven't won a game yet. I think apart from the two shit teams on paper, Laos and East Timor were the only team without a win. So it's a foul there. Safuan Badarudin, Singapore, committing the foul there. Endrick, Bobby Charlton got the foul from that Safudin. Thailand do clear the ball. It's a throw-in for Cambodia. As I said, Cambodia, they do need to really, really threaten a lot more the Thai goal. I know they've tried maybe doing some build-up, but Cambodia, I think you just got to take your chances. Whenever you go forward, take the shot. You got to take the shot because they can't really play it through the lines of this Thai team because they'll just, easily defend it. So if you're Cambodia, you just got to go for it whenever you're in attacking position. You long ball it, somehow win the second ball, go for it. As Malaysia have a free kick cleared, but they will keep it somewhat here. Malaysia. Jesus Christ, that was going to Rosed, the captain, Siama of Malaysia. Still 0-0. So this is how it would look in the group. Singapore would currently be the team progressing from this group along with Thailand. But most of you guys said Malaysia will go through. But big up to everyone. Big up to everyone for joining at any point in the stream. It's greatly appreciated. Please do hit the subscribe button, hit the like as well on this stream. Obviously, I think tomorrow we'll have a lot of people in terms of like viewership. I would say that. So if you want to join that'll be amazing. That'll be brilliant. The ball's over there. Clear it. Win that. As I said, I think Cambodia, as I said, just need to really, really push for something because they haven't really created much in this game. I know they had that corner and that one chance, which was just wide, but Cambodia haven't really shown much. And it's the same thing with Singapore. I know Singapore don't really need to win, but you never know. You never know. I think for the cases of Singapore and Cambodia, because they are the away teams. They have to score the first goal. Obviously, for the sake of Cambodia, they need to. They have to, in order to have any hopes of progressing from this group. Because even if they beat Thailand, the shot there, taking the chances that, I mean, you just never know. From this Cambodia team, Andres Nieto, Cambodia. Malaysia now swinging an attack, can keep it. Jimmy Neutron, not boy genius. God. Now Malaysia trying to pass it around. Same thing with the Thailand team in this Thailand Cambodia game. Both games still 0-0 as we are about to enter the half-hour mark of almost both games. 25 or so minutes have played, and yeah, it's in terms of my assessment so far from both games. In terms of the amount of chances that really mustered anything, I've not really seen much. But Cambodia are springing a surprise attack here. You gotta whip it in. Easily blocked. Easily blocked. Poor attempted cross there, which was easily blocked. I think you should have done it, a little bit earlier. Fucking hell, I got a fucking ad as well for this Thailand Cambodia game. Annoyingly, I have to wait for fucking 15 seconds as well. So annoying. This is why I said, people, you gotta have some things that stop these ads from appearing, because it's annoying as fuck. But it's still no. Thailand, Cambodia, and as well as the Malaysia Singapore game. About that. In terms of shots in this game, it's not really been any of major quality of either game, of either team, actually. There's a reason why there's not many Thai fans in the stadium, because they know they already progressed. Like, what's the really bloody point? It's a goal kick. Takaki, the Cambodia defender, doing all right there. Oh, slid through, gotta whip it in. I don't know why. What was that angle, that camera angle? But Singapore do get it clear, but Malaysia do win it back. There you go. You got to muster an attack here, Singapore, because they haven't really shown much in terms of the attack. Chase it if you can. Nazrul, I think. Gotta press when they can here. Oh, and Cambodia have scored. Makes race. I did not see the goal, but Cambodia have just scored. I was watching the Malaysia Singapore game, but it's not really showing much of the. Where's the voices, man? Cambodia have taken the lead with that shot from Malaysia. It goes a bit wide. Cambodia have taken the lead. They have taken the lead, people. Let's watch this before I update the scores. Oh, it's an easy chance there. And Cambodia have taken the lead. Now, okay, where the fucking hell? Where's the goal celebration music? Cambodia have scored in a crucial game. Here's the goal celebration song. Cambodia people, it is Cambodia with the first goal tonight. And what that means is that, hey, our people take that out. Cambodia now on 7 points, on the same number of points as Singapore. The only thing is, let me put the. I'll also add in the goal difference, but bloody hell, I would have to find it. minus 15. Uh, Give me 1 second as I try to adjust the timers. And Thailand have scored. Just as I said, people, as I was about to update the score lines of this game, I was about to update it for Cambodia. They have conceded. Cambodia have conceded. It only took about 2 minutes. Poor defending. I would say poor defending. Cambodia not closing the ball down. Goalkeeper, I don't know why he's parrying it towards the center of the pitch into the penalty box. Like punch it clear, especially not that. But Thailand have struck back almost immediately in this game. Immediately, it is Thailand who have struck back. As I'm trying to add in the goal difference mark, but it is a goal in the Thailand Cambodia game, 1-1 now. So we had 2 goals in 2 minutes, but not for Cambodia as they were in the lead for only 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes it has taken for Akapong to score for Thailand to get the equalizer. And obviously, Thailand now in the attack, but it's cleared. It is still 0-0 in the Malaysia-Singapore game. All right, goal difference adjusted. Now we will put the score line there. It's taken a while. It has taken a while. But as I said, people hit the like button on the stream, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and obviously follow me on X on Twitter. Obviously, the ticker is back. Thailand, Cambodia, it's 1-1. Meanwhile, it's still 0-0 in Malaysia, Singapore. As for the group standings, it is still, even with Cambodia having that lead for 2 minutes, this is how the group standings are. Actually, I have to adjust it again because I believe that Cambodia actually are ahead of Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are. They are ahead of Malaysia at the moment. Let me readjust the ticker again because Cambodia do have, in terms of the goals scored, they have a better goal scored record than Malaysia at the moment. Cambodia have scored 6 goals now in this tournament, whereas Malaysia have only scored 5. So obviously 1 goal more. Which now there's actually a change, a little change in the standings, even though there was a massive change earlier. Thailand still qualifying, Singapore still second, but it's Cambodia this time from 4th to 3rd because of the goal scored record over who are currently 4th and East Timor. Who fucking cares? Who the fuck cares? Lost every game, even despite doing well. Oh, I removed the ticker. Should have not done that. All right, there you go. Ticker's back. As I said, it's 1-1 in the Thailand-Cambodia game. Still 0-0 in the Malaysia-Singapore. Sergio Aguero, not the one we all know, but the Malaysian one. Aguero! It would be funny, though, if he actually scores in the last minute in this game to send Malaysia through. Defensively, Singapore have done well, but in the attack, Singapore barely created much. I know they don't really need to, but still. Always push forward there, Cambodia, as well. Didn't have time somewhat of that game. Meanwhile, Malaysia, Singapore still, a few minutes to go. But obviously, you can see the ticker here. The reason why Cambodia are ahead of Malaysia is because the amount of goals Cambodia have scored is more than Malaysia with the same goal difference. That's how they separate it. Goals scored is the next tiebreaker in that. So that's why Cambodia are now up to 3rd instead of 4th. But Cambodia, well, Cambodia have stayed third now, even with the goal they scored against Thailand, which they took the lead for. But they do not have the points at the moment. They do not have enough points, Cambodia, to progress from Group A at the moment. It is still Singapore, who in that game is still 0-0, but a goal for Malaysia will set things up quite not as well for Singapore, because that would possibly, I am not 110% sure, but let's also check the poll right now. Put it in an hour. 75% of you, so 8 people have said that Malaysia will win and progress to the semifinal. Meanwhile, Singapore, only 4 people have said Singapore. I'm actually backing Singapore to progress. Nobody is at the moment saying Cambodia would do it. Nobody. 12 people have voted in this poll. Not one person has said Cambodia has a prayer of progressing from this group. A little bit disappointing for the Cambodians, but the shot from Singapore is well dealt with, somewhat shot actually. But it's the first chance that they could have had here, Singapore, but not as good, I would say. It's like way over, dealt with easily defensively. So if you guys want to know what the tiebreaker is, let's just say if Malaysia were to score, let me see because Malaysia would then have a better head-to-head over Singapore, because obviously they play each other, but they would be on the same number of points. So the tiebreaker, if let's say Malaysia wins the game 1-0, for example, hopefully I'm not jinxing it, knock on wood right now. The tiebreaker, obviously, if both teams end up on the same number of points, it would stand as the goal difference in all the games, which let's say it's a 1-0 right now for Malaysia. It's not, so that everyone knows, right? But just so we clarify things, goal difference is the first tiebreaker when both teams are tied on the same number of points, which would be 7 each for Singapore, Malaysia. Goal difference would be +1 for each team. And then it's the greater number of goals scored in all the games. So Singapore, let's say 1-0 losing, to Malaysia. Singapore has scored 7 goals in this group, whereas Malaysia would then score 6. Currently, Malaysia have only scored 5 in this group. Cambodia shot wide. So even with Malaysia beating Singapore, a 1-goal marginal victory for Malaysia would actually not be enough. It would not be enough, because now that means, I'm going to tell you guys, just so you guys know, Malaysia have to beat Singapore by 2 clear goals and hope that Cambodia don't surprise Thailand by full time, because that game is ahead by a few minutes. So that means, let's just say Malaysia score, they have to score second. But if Singapore were to score from this corner, it's the second corner of the game, second one as well for Singapore. Malaysia, as I said, a goal for Singapore would be so crucial here. It would really put the pressure, big pressure on Malaysia, because if Singapore were to score, Malaysia would need to score 3 goals, because they need, as I said, 2 clear goal difference ahead of Singapore, because of the goal scored record between the 2 teams. Even with Malaysia winning 1-0 or 2-1 or 3-2 or 4-3, if Malaysia wins by that scoreline over Singapore, Singapore will still progress from the group because of the goal scored record, and they have the same goal difference. So the goal scored record is the one that separates Malaysia and Singapore if Malaysia were to win this game by a 1-goal margin. So they need 2 clear goals. Malaysia, they have to win 2-0, 3-1, 4-2, or a big scoreline like that. Cambodia mustering an attack. You got it. I think he should just make the cross there. Cross, header. I think he should just make the cross. He should just do it first time the Cambodia player should have just done that. And it's also the same scenario for Cambodia. Cambodia have to win by 2 clear goals. That could be offside. That, but the goalkeeper clears and it's offside anyway. So as I said, people, Malaysia need to win by 2 clear goals over Singapore in order to progress from the group. A 1-goal victory, a 1 margin goal victory does not help. I think I don't know why he headed. I think he should just, supported himself, not take the first time. You don't know the fly of the ball, but it was a chance for Cambodia. Cambodia have created a good amount of chances now that have said they just gotta take the chances no matter what. No matter what, people. Shoot. You gotta shoot. But defended well. And the goalkeeper claims as we're heading closer to halftime in that game, Thailand, Cambodia. Cambodia having the lead before. There is a possible, not penalty, I'm saying, but there's a chance that Singapore, Cambodia, and Malaysia all end on 7 points and a +1 goal difference. If Malaysia and Cambodia were to win by 1-goal margins, it would come down by the amount of goals scored between the two. 3 teams, actually. 3 teams. Could you imagine that? And even still, Thailand would top the group. This is why I said I think the ball, Cambodia really, really, really need to at least not lose this game at any point. Because I don't think they'll be able to make the comeback. Malaysia here. Terrible chance that. But Malaysia had that chance there. As I said, Malaysia really, really, really need to push for a goal. Hopefully for their sake before halftime, because as I said, a two clear goal margin needs to be given to Malaysia. A 2-0 win, 3-1 win, 4-2 win, 5-3 win, whatever. Just for the sake of Malaysia, they have to win by 2 clear goals to be above Singapore. A 1-0 scoreline or 2-1 scoreline or 3-2 or 4-3 scoreline for Malaysia does not help Malaysia. So they have to win by 2 clear goals in order to progress from this group, or at least above Singapore, because obviously Singapore are ahead of them. Because before the game started, or actually right now. No, wait, I'm wrong actually. I'm wrong. They could actually do it by 1-goal score. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I've been saying that the whole stream. I totally forgot that Malaysia only 2 points behind, not 3. That means if Malaysia do score, they do take the lead in the group ahead of Singapore. I just realized I'm so stupid. So it's actually Cambodia that need the goals. Cambodia need the goals. I've been wrong this whole time, people. Actually, a 1-0 scoreline, 2-1 scoreline for Malaysia actually does help. I just realized. So it is all to do. It is all. I was totally wrong, actually. Referee saying to calm down there. But play on as well. Still a draw in both games, actually. 1-1 in Thailand, Cambodia, and obviously the main game over here, Malaysia, Singapore, 0-0. We're closing in at halftime in the Thailand, Cambodia game. Still a couple of minutes to go. So I was wrong actually this whole time about the results needing for Malaysia. But as I said, I think for Malaysia's sake, then now I just realized they need to win. They just have to win. 1 goal for Malaysia would do it. Actually, not 2. They just need 1. Just win, basically. Obviously, if Cambodia were to score before halftime, this is only 30 seconds. You gotta go forward if they can, Cambodia. Just create one last opportunity of an attack. If they could just get forward here, Cambodia, they could muster just one last chance. Why didn't you pass it forward? Stop passing from the back. Fouls Cambodia. Stop passing from the back. Play forward. Yeah. But it's easily dealt with by the goalkeeper. And that might be time soon in Thailand, Cambodia. Halftime in Thailand versus Cambodia. It is 1-1. Both teams scoring within a space of a couple of minutes. But we're still playing in the Malaysia-Singapore game. But as I said, it is halftime in Thailand versus Cambodia. Cambodia currently on third place at the moment because of the goals scored record over Malaysia. But a draw does not help Cambodia at all. They need to win. It's 1-1 at halftime. Thailand 1, Cambodia 1. Malaysia, Singapore still ongoing. I forgot how much added time though. I would have to check. Hey, that's not penalty. 2 minutes actually of added time. So we're only a minute before the halftime whistle actually in Malaysia versus Singapore. 0-0 on that one at the moment with a foul one. So Malaysia could muster one last attack. I think it's Hendrick, Bobby Charlton that got fouled there, or Sergio Aguero. I don't know. Let's see. I think actually that's Sergio Aguero. But Malaysia free kick, possibly the last chance of the half. If Malaysia do score, it would really, really help. What is it? It is a corner, I believe. It is a corner in that now. Malaysia, Singapore. Don't think there's any handball shouts. So it is a corner. Was just watching the replays of the Thailand Cambodia game. That was actually not offside. But Cambodia have done their bit so far. Oof, got cleared. Singapore, which they have, and not only have they cleared, it is halftime. Halftime in both games. Halftime between Malaysia and Singapore. So it's halftime now in both games, and it's how we started the group. It is how we started the group. Currently, at the moment, obviously 0-0 here, 1-1 in Thailand, Cambodia, as you see on the ticker. Current group standings at the moment, Thailand would be on 10 points with a massive goal difference. So even if Thailand lose to Cambodia, they'll still progress, right? And then Singapore currently at the moment at halftime still hold the second spot in the semifinal with 7 points. Cambodia currently in third with 5. Malaysia also on 5 points. Needs to more. Who fucking cares? Last place 0 points. But the reason, well, the table has switched for Cambodia, Malaysia. Actually, Malaysia were leading ahead of Cambodia in terms of the group standings. But Cambodia's goal against Thailand, whereas Malaysia haven't scored in this game against Singapore, it means that Cambodia are currently third place and Malaysia are in fourth place behind in this group. So as I said, people, it's going to be a big one heading into the second half between two teams. Actually, all 3 teams. Not as much, but you never know. You just never know. But yeah, people. As I said, do vote in the live poll. Still really, really close. Not the live poll, but in terms of how the groups are acting up. But yeah, obviously, We'll give the team lineups as well. I forgot to mention that before the stream started. So we do that at halftime. We'll do that at halftime. Halftime, people, 1-1. Thailand, Cambodia, 0-0. Malaysia, Singapore. And girlfriends in the crowd there in the Thailand game. And a guy in the two ladies. Don't get me wrong, babes. Don't get me wrong. Come on. You want some? I give it to you. All right. Hmm. Let me just readjust it, mate. As I said, people, please do hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on X, on Twitter as well for any footballing content, basically. But as well as that, this ASEAN Championship, I'm not only doing today's watch along. Tomorrow, I will also do the final games of Group B. Baby, what up, baby? Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, just give it to me. Give, give it to me. Give me a good game. Give me a good second half. I'll tell you that for sure. Next, funny having a don't know what game that got. Oh God, the half space, the Philippines. You could say podcast. Uh, Indonesia against Philippines. Mountains are there to be climbed, of course, unless the government controlled mountains. I mean, you can't climb certain mountains in the world. Like that. I know in Bhutan they have a mountain you cannot climb legally. I don't know why, but you cannot climb it. Whether it's just unclimbable or like you just can't legally, I don't know. But as I said, people just please give me a good amount of time. So obviously, second half will start in a bit, but it's going to be a big one. As both teams really want to push for a winner in this competition, trying to make sure that they can, progress. As for Thailand, it's not as much because we want to progress from the group no matter what happens now. Because I do not see Singapore scoring 3 trillion goals and Thailand losing like 5-0, 7,000-0 to Cambodia. It just won't happen in the second half. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So Thailand will probably top the group, which means in terms of schedule for Thailand, they actually play later in the semifinal. They will play the runner-up of Group B almost certainly. In terms of who that team is, that finishes second in Group B, we're not sure. Immortal in the chat. Hey, I don't know if I want to mention his name. Doesn't really matter. But Immortal, if you want to join the stream, feel free. I can send you the link so that you get to join. You could be my guest for the next second half, basically. So if you want, I could send you a link on private messaging. So if you want, I can send you the link. But it seems like Immortal, he says he is going for Singapore. I'm also going for Singapore. But I think it is very close between the two teams. So yeah, Immortal, if you want to hop on, I can send you the link. Just let me know, and I'll send you the link of this stream so you can join and be a guest. I've only had one guest, or actually two guests, on the shows when Thailand played Malaysia, and the earlier was the Singapore game. But it doesn't seem like many guests at next visiting at the moment. If you want Emoto, obviously Emoto, a Thailand fan as well. Obviously, you can share our experience when we actually both met. What do you call this? To a Thailand versus Indonesia game back in 2018 when what the in the four of the last five editions of the ASEAN Championship, Thailand have won four of them out of five. The one time I was actually living in Thailand, actually, like it's true. The one time I was living in Thailand, Thailand did not win. Oh, sure, no worries. I will do the semifinal. I will. I think all semifinal because there's a home and a away leg. So I will do the semifinal of all the games. However, I am not 110% sure I'll be able to do the final, whether or not Thailand makes it or not, or whether the Philippines makes it. Okay, if the Philippines makes it, maybe I can sort it out. The reason being is because I will be traveling on New Year's and during the first week of January because I will be in Reino Unido in the United Kingdom. I will be going to Newcastle upon time and London. So yeah, obviously go and celebrate New Year's, go and see the fireworks at Newcastle. So it's my first New Year's in the UK. The very first time I actually be in the UK, and that is in almost 10 or so days from now. But I will be able to do all of the games for the semi-final as well. Obviously, I have to be adjust the thumbnail. Yeah, I have to adjust the thumbnail of all of those watch-alongs to whichever team progresses. Obviously, I don't want to put it set on stone, but obviously, it seems like Thailand will top the group no matter what. So Thailand's games are on the 27th. Thailand's games are on the 27th and the 30th. The home game is on the 30th, which is on the day of the night that I travel, basically. So on the night of the 30th, where I'm in Spain, right? After the watch long of Thailand's home game, likely home game on the 30th of December, I will have to you know, in a few hours have to go to the airport, or not really the airport, but to travel to the UK, which will be hectic. Um, otherwise, that's why I'm not sure I can be able to do the final stream on the plane. Well, the game won't happen when I'm on the plane. I guarantee that. But that's why I can do the four semifinal, the home and away for both ties, not Thailand, but the two games or four teams that makes it. But for the final, which is on the 2nd of January and the 5th of January, I will be in the UK at that time, so I don't know what I will be doing at that specific time. If I do have the chance, then of course I would love to stream it. If I can't, then I mean I want to enjoy my vacation. So possibly the second leg of the semifinal would be the last streams of this tournament. I will do a final tournament review stream, whatever you want to call it. I think that'll be good. Sometime when I come back, maybe the 7th or the 8th of January, roughly. Um, just talking about how the tournament has been. Someone sends me a snap. Don't add me. Also, my Snapchat is not this channel name. But yeah, as I said, um, both teams of Cambodia and Thailand, actually Thailand, Cambodia, are back out. But the second half is about to start in that one, but it hasn't yet. Meanwhile, Malaysia, Singapore will probably wait for a few more minutes because that game started later and ended later. Um, so yeah, 45 minutes for Cambodia, for the sake of Cambodia. They have to beat. They have to beat. Um, she's pretty. I'll give you that. Hopefully not Lady Boy, but she looks pretty. I don't know if you guys know this. Eh, let's go. Second half, as I said, people about to start between the two teams of Thailand, Cambodia, but I will only have the timer for this game because that's the you could say the more important, but obviously there is a possible scenario. There is a possible scenario, but it will have to involve Cambodia winning and Malaysia winning, actually. One goal margin in both games. If Cambodia and Malaysia have a one goal margin victory, let's say Cambodia wins 2-1, and what do you call this? Trying to think. And Malaysia wins. That's what I was trying to think. Malaysia and Cambodia win by one goal margin, so 2-1 Cambodia and 1-0 Malaysia. It would actually be Cambodia. Cambodia, believe it or not, and Singapore would drop down to fourth. So that's why I said people, the crucial 45 minutes. It's actually the Singapore players are coming out as well as the Malaysian players. They're not coming out like as in like they're not going to say, oh, I'm not going to really say it, but they're all coming out of the pit onto the pitch. That's what I meant to say. Obviously, Akrapong used to go for Thailand in terms of the sake of trying to think of Cambodia. And just Nieto scoring 2 minutes earlier to give Cambodia an unlikely lead, but a lead that they needed, and at least a goal which could give them some confidence. But Cambodia do need to win. They have to win no matter what. They have to win. Same case for Malaysia as well. But I will start the timer when the Malaysia-Singapore game starts. But Supernat seems to be coming on, as well as Seksan, and I believe that's Panza. I'm not sure. Titon for Thailand, actually. So three substitutions for Thailand in the second half. And obviously, I mean, just adding those players is already difficult in itself. The Malaysia players all coming out as players, nothing more, nothing less, but onto the pitch for the second half. As Malaysia need to win, they have to win to have any hope of progressing. But obviously, it will also need that Cambodia do not win against Thailand as well, unless Malaysia do pull off a massive victory in the second half. But the second half, as I said, is about to start between Thailand and Cambodia. 1-1. I'll let you guys know when that game kicks off. And it has actually. So the second half of Thailand Cambodia has started 1-1. And obviously, I'll let you guys know of the goals. I actually didn't do the goal celebration music when Thailand scored from Akrapong. But we'll obviously add it in. If Thailand were to score, maybe we'll see. Still in the halftime wait as they are making a sub and a change there. Thailand, couple of headed clearances, but not really as far. But now Cambodia can get it out of play and really push forward. That's a foul. Cambodia free kick. Thailand with the first real threats of the game. Meanwhile, we're still waiting on the kickoff of the second half of Malaysia-Singapore. This is going to be a big one. Also, tomorrow's going to be a massive one for the Philippines. But at least right now, for today, I can just, worry about who Philippines might play. Jesus Christ, I almost had a heart attack. But still waiting. But a couple subs, actually. Dominic is coming on for Malaysia. Still waiting for the second half to start in Malaysia, Singapore, but it will start very soon. But I will say it does look like the first goal in this game in second half has started, right? Yep, second half has started, people, between Malaysia and Singapore now. So now both games are back on. 0-0 in Malaysia, Singapore, 1-1 in Thailand, Cambodia. Current update of the live standings, it is Singapore who will progress into the semifinal if both results stand at the moment. But a foul on, I think it is for Malaysia, a dangerous free kick for Malaysia. As Acorn would say, Acorn, dangerous. That girl's so dangerous. That girl's a bad girl. And obviously, they all shown the graphic as well. They're correct. Cambodia are actually ahead of Malaysia, but obviously, if Malaysia were to score the next goal of this set of games, they will. Malaysia will be the team in the second place and semifinal spot. And if you guys want to know my prediction of the tournament, pre-prediction, my prediction for the tournament before it started, I said Singapore would progress with Thailand. Because I think Singapore just they've been just at least impressive compared to Malaysia. They've not been, but that won't matter if it goes in. Ooh, free kick of Malaysia just over the bar and wide. Probably wasn't troubling the goalkeeper as much, but first attack somewhat for Malaysia. Foul there by Ontana from Cambodia. So it's a Thailand free kick for them. But yeah, I did say Singapore would progress from this group. Obviously, you guys can also vote in the live poll as well, which is still up. I will probably end it quite soon. Oh my word. We have a goal. Grodachit with the goal for Thailand. I do not know what the goalkeeper was thinking. I have no idea what the goalkeeper is thinking there. The Cambodian goalkeeper, he's been having a howler after howler after howler in this tournament. And I didn't actually play the first goal that Thailand scored. They do score a second. The goal music can be played. Get the goal music. Thailand has scored 2-1. I do not know. It just bounced. Oh my word. The Cambodia goalkeeper. It's all the Cambodia goalkeeper's fault. Let's do it again because I didn't do it the first goal. 2-1. Do it again. I'll update the stuff as well. That should show the Cambodian team. Thailand now sitting on 4 points. Wins in every single game in this competition. Currently now a 4 difference. But referee is checking for something. I don't know what you're checking because it didn't touch a play. Oh, it's a VAR check. It's a VAR check, so I won't update it just yet. But probably play the goal celebration music maybe a bit too early. But we will see. They're going to check it on VAR as Malaysia have a corner, first corner I believe as well. Cleared. Possible goal. Well, it is a goal. It did go in. They're parking for, but did it interfere with play as much as it is? To be honest, I don't think it did. I think it should be a goal. I think, but let's see. Let's see, people. Yeah, I mean, nobody touched the ball, so it's probably more of interference of play. So I would say give the goal. But let's just say if it's disallowed, it's a lifeline for Cambodia, a slight lifeline. Because in a losing position, I just do not trust Cambodia to get the winner over Thailand from that position. As I said, I think at any point if Cambodia are losing, I think they will get knocked out, almost certainly. So I think they have to be lucky here. Let's see, VAR check. No goal. No goal, actually. No goal. Immortal. No goal. Still 1-1. Cambodia there giving a slight lifeline as Malaysia trying to push for a lifeline for themselves in this tournament as well. Singapore now trying to attack. Long ball, switch of play there. If you can just get it. It's too much for Faust Ramling. Just a bit too much. And Cambodia survive. Survive. I don't know what they are check. Probably a potential interference of play, that would be the only thing, but I would just have given the goal just because one, it's not even interference of play because nobody touched the ball, but you could say interference because the Thai players were all offside when they scored, but it didn't really touch the players, which allowed it to happen. But Cambodia given a lifeline no matter what, and they are spinning an attack, but it's not going to be much. Yeah, I don't know why because I feel like, well, nobody touched the ball. Nobody touched the ball of the what do you call this? Of the Thailand or Cambodia players. Nobody touched the ball. It just went from the free kick from Gorachit. Gorachit scored, but I know because the Thailand players that were, trying to head the ball or whatever, they all missed the ball, right? But it won't matter if Thailand score here. Great save, great save. That is a crucial save. Thailand true one-on-one there. I think it was Supernat Muaneta, I believe, that was there. Could have scored the legitimate second goal, I would say, because it wasn't offside. But yeah, I would have given the goal if I was the referee because nobody touched the ball. Even if you could say, oh, but it's interference of play. Well, the Cambodia players should have done something about it. Still 0-0 in that Malaysia-Singapore game as well. Pressure is mounting up. It's mounting up. I will say that. The Ultras of Malaysia also hopeful. At the moment, the group standings are still the same. No goals so far in the second half, even though we should have had a tie goal. Could have had a third one, or even a second one at least, if Supernat scored that. Supernat Nuaneta. To change, Taylor coming off, Rondana coming off, and Suknet coming off for Cambodia. And coming on is Chanter, Satai, and Kader. Koulibaly, actually. Naturalized from the Cote d'Ivoire, the Ivory Coast. Now plays for Cambodia national team. But yeah, it's a corner for Malaysia. Haven't talked much about this game because there's not been much really talk about, but Malaysia. I'll probably remove the chat of this game. I don't want to see the chat of the actual live watch long, just so that I don't get spoiler of any of the goals. But no goals at the moment in Malaysia, Singapore. So at the moment, it still stands. It still stands that Singapore will progress from the group with Thailand. In terms of the live poll that we have in the stream, 30 votes. I mean, it's getting closer now towards the favor of Singapore, actually. Before, it was at 75%. But now, after 16 votes, we are at 62% are saying Malaysia will win or qualify to the final. 38% instead of 25% we had before. 38% said that Singapore will progress. Nobody has yet to say Cambodia in this poll. I'll probably end the poll by the end of both games just to see how correct or wrong you guys are. But we'll discuss that when it comes. We'll discuss it when it comes. Attack! Oof! I don't know what just happened there. It was a corner from Singapore. The curve scored. Singapore curve scored. How close was that? I don't know if he just saw it late, but that was a huge chance there from Singapore. Might regret it if they end up getting knocked out of this tournament by full time in the next, few minutes, 45 minutes, or actually 35 plus at a time, however long we have. Clear the way. And we're coming into the hour mark of both games. Oh, sloppy there. the Malaysia defense, but they win the free kick by the foul. Fouls Ramley with committing the foul. Played it short, not great. Not great from Zamir, the captain of Malaysia. But they do win the free kick. Actually, at the moment, Cambodia 6 shots compared to Thailand's 5. 4 on target for Cambodia, 3 on target for Thailand. So it's actually quite even in terms of the amount of attempts, really, from both sets of teams. It's a foul. Singapore probably, as I said, I think the goal that could determine the fate of this group is a Singapore goal. Well, a goal for whichever team now. If there is going to be a goal at any of these games, I think it will kill the dream of whichever team it affects or helps the team. We shall see. And that was one of the worst attempts because that was probably going to go in as a throw-in from Seksan. One of the worst attempts you could ever have. And it probably went out for a throw-in as well. But Thailand shot, that's going to probably go out for another throw-in. That was one of the worst shots I've ever seen, or attempts at a shot by Seksan. Wasn't even going towards the corner flag. It was going out for a throw-in. That's how terrible of a shot it was because he was cleared. But substitution for Malaysia is going to be Paulo Jose coming on, I believe, for Malaysia. The one that scored, I think, the 2 goals against East Timor a few days ago, about a week ago. That's not really a foul, really. I don't call it a foul. I was trying to say a yellow card there. Kennedy, I think. Kennedy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Drawing for Malaysia. It's been a good watch long. Just wish we had more goals. And Fergus Tierney has come on for Malaysia as well. You guys haven't noticed. So Malaysia going on the attack, really much so. Headed, showing for Thailand. Yeah, look, Cambodia have done all right, and they've kind of helped themselves a bit, but they just need to go. They just need to go. Cambodia, they need to, take the lead. Whenever they get the chances, they have to score them. Singapore, Malaysia is still 0-0 as well. Well, a goal for Singapore might kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It could kill the dreams of Malaysia and Cambodia if we get a Singapore goal as like the next goal of this game. But Thailand goal, if it's been more likely of the 2 games, or more likely of the teams at the moment. Headed down. How they try and play forward there, Thailand. I believe it's a free kick from Malaysia. Paulo Jose, the man that just came on as well for Malaysia. Oh, just a bit too heavy of a touch. And now Cambodia can try to make a break, but they need to bring bodies forward. They have to bring it forward here, Cambodia. Stop playing out from the back. They can. Trying to keep possession. Good bit of skill there. Good skill. Stay on your feet. Now play it. Too much. Just unlucky that one. But Malaysia free kick. Dangerous, mysterious. Paulo Jose! Oh my word. Malaysia. It was Ting. Not Ting, but it is a nothing. Even Paulo Jose is doing what I'm doing. Can't believe it. Ting. T-I-N-G. Not T-H-I-N-G. Ting. Not Thing. Has missed it. Open net practically. And the one that was trying to block it for goal line, he's short as F. Why is he trying to be the one? He's short, man. The Singapore players, like, half the goal from the crossbar. He's not that tall. Oh, and almost like Cambodia clear as well. Still drawing that one as well. But Singapore do escape. Malaysia, as I said, have come close a couple of occasions, but not really anything that has fully troubled the goalkeeper. It's a corner for Thailand. And Harun will come on for Singapore, the captain, one of the veterans of the team. Could he lead the team to victory? Or at least passage into the semifinal, first time in 4 years. Singapore missed out on the semifinal in the last edition because they lost to Malaysia 4-1. So at least, knock on wood at the moment, it's not at that scoreline, but it's a corner going to be for Malaysia when they do make the sub, which they have. Corner for both teams of Thailand and Malaysia, actually. Corner for the Malaysia is taken first. Cleared in a bit. Thailand is cleared in a bit as well. Oh my word! Once again, Malaysia close again. That could be a penalty for the Cambodia Thailand game. That looks like a penalty. If I was the ref, I would have called for a penalty. But it won't matter if Thailand were to score here. Great defending. Jesus Christ. I don't know what the Singapore goalkeeper in the other game was doing. I don't know what was he trying to push the ball into his own net? I don't know, man. But another chance. And it's a goal kick this time. Singapore, in the past, few minutes, survived an onslaught there from Malaysia. Bigger country, obviously, but it's not been looking good for Singapore. But they've escaped quite dangerously, as Thailand do have another corner. It will be kept in and play for sure. That actually, no, never mind. But it's a throw-in. Let's say though, William. Is headed down and it's cleared. Oh, and Singapore win the ball back. But it's just going to be too much. That close there as well by Rachit. I believe that made the pass. Yeah, he did. Rachit. Actually, he was trying to get the ball towards Sapanat. Still no goals in the second half of either games. So we're getting closer and closer to winner takes all now. We're getting closer and closer to winner takes all. 1-1 Thailand, Cambodia. 0-0 Malaysia, Singapore. Winner takes all. The standings still remain the same somewhat. Cambodia still, as I said, have switched with Malaysia in terms of the table standings. But that doesn't really do much for Cambodia. They'll still get eliminated. I mean, finishing above Malaysia is good and all, but it's not going to be enough at the moment for Malaysia. As I said, people do hit the like button on the stream, subscribe to the channel, follow me on X on Twitter, and yeah, it's going. As I said, people, we're getting closer to winner takes all territory, sudden death territory, because both games currently at a draw, no winner. That shot is well right for Malaysia. I mean, a 0-0 for Malaysia in this game would be a terrible result, because one, they'll be eliminated no matter what. They have to win. Gets it there. They gotta clear it there, Cambodia, which they have. Gotta win it. Koulibaly, Kadir. Just too much. Thailand, who could have been slipped through there, but they haven't. Malaysia on the attack again. Ooh, brilliant defending. Really good defending from Singapore, that one. The one that made the tackle. Now, Singapore, counterattack. Too heavy of a touch. Too heavy. And I'll be honest, right? I haven't seen Singapore really commit too much in terms of a chance to attack. But if I was Singapore, man, a Singapore goal is like killing two birds with one stone. That's what it would seem like. Especially as we're getting closer and closer now to the 70th minute of that game. And, you know, it's tough. It is tough. But the throwing will be taken for Singapore. If they can keep the ball and maybe create a chance, they gotta win it there. All right, Singapore. They're taking a shot. Shot saved. Oof. They'll keep it alive, Singapore, whereas there's an injury in the past couple minutes in the Thailand Cambodia game. So much of the watch at the moment is from Singapore. Cleared. Singapore mustering the first genuine chances of attacks. Really getting at this Singapore or at Malaysia defense, I meant. But the goalkeeper claims and clears it. They can deal with it. Andres Nieto was asking why, mate. Don't know. That chance in that first half. But the goal that was scored by Andres Nieto eventually really gave Cambodia some bit of hope. And his shot was saved in that Malaysia game. But Andres Nieto is coming off potentially for his last minute of the tournament. Coming on, number 26 for Cambodia is Ratnanak. See if he can muster something. Corner now for Malaysia. They're trying to get closer as well. A goal for either team, a goal for any team, is going to really do something from this group. Never mind. Cambodia almost did something, but Malaysia have been upping up the corners, the corner count, but they need to up the goal count for themselves. As the ball, it hit the crossbar. Jesus Christ, I don't know how close Malaysia have to get to fucking score it. Mate, they hit the crossbar. It's a corner, not a goal. I don't think the ball crossed the line as well. I'm not sure. No, it didn't cross the line. But mate, how close do you have to be? That's like the third time Malaysia have hit the crossbar. The third time. And Vivatip is coming on for Thailand. Another corner for Malaysia. Mate, Malaysia have been hitting the fucking crossbar. They've had an open goal and all that sort of stuff. How close do you need to get Malaysia? But for Singapore, I've been saying that Singapore needed to attack a bit more. That's the thing. I know a draw helps Singapore somewhat, but still, you got to go for a winner. You got to go for a killer, I would say. I know they're trying to be cautious, but you can't really be cautious now. I mean, you could defend, but you got to get a goal as well, Singapore. A goal for Singapore would definitely help. I don't know what the referee's trying to do. What? There's no VAR check. You don't need a VAR check. Because one, the ball didn't cross the line. So the corner will be taken. Oh, actually, corners for both games. Malaysia's is first. Cleared this time. And wide this time in the Thailand game. I don't know why they booted it very far away. Could have kept the ball a little bit with that deep that came on. It's wide from Thailand, that one. But now it's 70.5 minutes. Still 0-0 in Malaysia, Singapore. I'm getting, as I said, I think we're in sudden death territory practically now. A goal for any team, if there is a goal in the next 20 or so minutes in either game, is a killer. And Morto here, obviously, backing Singapore. Faz Ramley, just too much. Asking for one. I mean, Singapore just need one if they really need. Even though at the moment a draw does suit Singapore, but the amount of chances Malaysia have in the second half especially has really put some doubt in my mind about Singapore. But Stewart is coming on for Singapore. As I said, I think Singapore really need the goal. And here's Faz Ramley actually that's coming off. And Morta, as he said that, Faz Ramley is off as a sub, and Stewart, number 3, is coming on. As I said, people, a goal in either game is a killer. Cross is blocked, and it's a corner for Singapore. Look, both teams have been really close with their corners. A goal from a corner from either team is a killer. It seems like the set pieces might actually do one from any team. And that's almost clearly offside, but he's kept his run. Yeah, now that was clearly offside, the Thai player. Singapore corner cleared. They could just regain possession here, Singapore. They could muster something eventually. Gotta bring it forward at least. Probably not like that, I'll be honest. It's just not clicking attack-wise for Singapore. Defensively, they've been okay, Singapore, but one goal could do it for Malaysia now. One goal could do it. But if Cambodia were to score, that would be crazy. Because Cambodia would take the lead now in this group if Malaysia were to score as well. So as I said, Malaysia really need the goal. Well, obviously they need to win. Same thing with Cambodia. Singapore not as much, but look, continuing at 0-0, not really attacking as much as Singapore. It's not a good look. Heading into the 75th, last 15 minutes, both games practically, plus that stoppage time, which I'm pretty sure would be a lot because they love drama. They love drama. I mean, Laos bottled a 2-1 lead over Myanmar. The Philippines, if you remember, nearly beat Vietnam. And for M. Morto, if you want to check my reaction, you can. Singapore ain't performing, to be honest. Yeah, I'll be honest as well. Singapore haven't. Look, I know the draw suits Singapore, but the chances Malaysia have had in the second half, especially from the corners and all that, it's just it's scary. It's scary for Singapore. I'm not even a Singapore fan, but I predicted, and pretty sure you and Morto said Singapore to progress from the group, but Malaysia just need one goal now. Well, they need the win. But I think, as I said, a Singapore goal kills the dreams of both Cambodia and Malaysia, especially with only 15 or so minutes to go now. Just looking back at the highlights of both goals in the Thailand-Cambodia game. Yeah, I mean, the last 10 minutes, Singapore have done all right, but we'll see. I've been saying this now. It's sudden death territory. It is sudden death. A goal in either game, no matter who it is, even if a tie goal practically kills Cambodia, doesn't really kill the Singapore Malaysia game, but it does kill the dreams of Cambodia. A Cambodia goal doesn't really kill the Singapore dream, but it really deeply kills the Malaysia dream because of the goal scored record. That's why you see Cambodia is ahead, even though they have the same goal difference. But Cambodia have scored 6 goals now in this tournament. Malaysia only 5. That's why. A Singapore goal, as I said, kills 2 birds with 1 stone. You knock out Malaysia almost, and you knocked out almost certainly now Cambodia. Oh, he assisted there, and it's a goal. That should be a goal. Goal for Thailand. And I was talking about the goal. A goal for any team kills the dream, and I think that has killed. A goal for Thailand. Well, it doesn't really do much for Thailand. I mean, they win the game almost now, certainly, but it kills the Cambodia dream. Now we can play the music because that's not offside. Play the music. It is now 2-1 for Thailand, but it's still 0-0 at the moment. Knock on wood. But they have. Oh, it's a very terrible mistake. Terrible mistake from the Cambodia player. I don't know what he was thinking there. He assisted the Thai goal. The captain of Cambodia assists the winning goal practically now for Thailand. I will update the ticker down here. Akrapong again has been doing well. Him and Mikkelsen, but I haven't seen much of Mikkelsen in the second half. But a goal for Thailand has now almost certainly now have knocked Cambodia out of this competition. Almost certainly, as I said. Unless, obviously, Cambodia can get a goal. But I'm just readjusting the standings. We're kind of back where we started in terms of who's in first, second, third, fourth, and last from when we started the games. But here we go, people. Updated ticker. Here we go. Right here. The updates of the scores. Obviously, now Thailand lead 2-1 against Cambodia. 0-0 still in Malaysia, Singapore. Thailand, 12 points, wins all games plus 14 goals. Doesn't matter. Singapore still hold on to second as they have an attack here, 7 points. Malaysia now back up to third, where they started. Cambodia on 4 points have dropped down to fourth, -1 goal difference. So that almost certainly knocked Cambodia out of this competition. Cambodia took the lead at 1 point. They were on the same number of points as Singapore. Now, looks like they're heading out. Cambodia. The captain of Cambodia has assisted Cambodia's elimination from the competition. Terrible pass. That led to Akrapong's goal, which is why it wasn't offside, because you can't get offside when a player from the opposite team passes to you. Corner from Singapore. Evades everyone almost across the goal, across the face of goal. But, heading into the last 10 minutes, people, last 10 minutes. Obviously, if Cambodia scored, we're back to where we were just before. And obviously before, as Immortal said, it is getting spicy. I mean, we just, since you wrote that, Thailand have scored, which doesn't really do much for Thailand, because Thailand have always been top of the group and will have top the group, even if they lose this game. Ball over the top. I don't know why he left it. It's a corner for Thailand. And in the Malaysia-Singapore game, a goal kick. Kyoga Nakamura, I believe has come on. I'm not sure. Good defending, though, Cambodia. But, I mean, they should, at this moment, not really defend. In terms of possession in Malaysia-Singapore, it's actually 50-50. And in terms of the goals, 0-0. So same. Same. Mismo. For the two teams, para dos equipos. Thailand corner. They're not really going to muster much like threat. Well, I mean, they can, but it's not needed. They're winning, but it will seal the victory, and it's almost a third, actually. They almost scored. The Malaysia-Singapore game, it's still 0-0. We are still. It seems like next goal wins in that one. Next goal not only wins, well, actually the Cambodia captain, the one that assisted the practically winning goal for Thailand, defended, unbeknownst to him, defended that header. I think Kim Dee, I believe Kim Dee, of Thailand, which could make it 3-1 to I don't know what just happened there. Malaysia Singapore. It was a shot from Kyoga Nakamura, and that should be dealt with. Corner again for Thailand. It's another corner for them. It's not really the position where they want. It was Kyoga Nakamura with that shot. You saw the goalkeeper off his line. Clearly, right? Vissal, the captain, actually. Oh, brilliant goal! Brilliant goal! Brilliant goal! I don't know why he took off his shin. I'm not sure. And it's 3-1 to Thailand, and that has surely have killed Cambodia's hopes of making a first ever semifinal run and play in a semifinal. Cambodia are now losing 3-1. Thailand winning 3-1, which means with the updated scores now, it's a plus 15 goal difference for Thailand. With 12 points. Malaysia now on not Malaysia. Cambodia now on -2 goal difference. And now then, it is, as I said, it has now surely killed the Cambodian dream. I think I got this right. So Thailand, as I said, no matter what, even with that goal, it only helps the goal difference. But Singapore still on second place in the semifinal spot. Malaysia currently in third. Cambodia's dreams are practically over. Practically over. East Timor, who cares? The dream for Cambodia is probably over. They took the lead in this game as well, but only lasted 2 minutes. And it's Cheler Masak, I believe, if that's how you say it, scored the goal for Thailand. The third goal that is a third goal for Thailand, the number 5, which I've said now has killed the dream. Now all the attention focuses on the game that I have the timer on, Malaysia Singapore, as there's a couple of changes. Sergio Aguero, it's not going to have a Aguero moment because he's off and substituted. But 2 subs for Malaysia with 7 minutes plus stoppage time to go. It's sudden death moment. It is sudden death territory. Next goal wins. Next goal progresses you to the semifinal. Whether it really much, but just a chance at the trophy is there for either side. At some point, just getting it clear might just be. Now I think defending might be all right for Singapore, but they just need to take. If there's a chance on the break for Singapore, they have to take it as well. Oh, and just evading the header there, Paulo Jose, Malaysia. It's sudden death territory, people. Not for the Thailand-Cambodia game, unless Cambodia somehow muster up the biggest comeback of all time and beat Thailand for the first time almost ever. And that's a throwing, so yeah. Thailand will be almost, it's not even going to be a jinx. It is almost certain. Thailand have topped the group on 12 points now. Even if Cambodia scored the 2 goals and equalizes, it won't matter because Thailand will top the group and will play on the 27th of December and on the 30th of December. So next Friday, around this time, roughly, it will be Thailand's first game of the semifinal away to whoever finishes second in Group B, which could be one of anyone. Even Vietnam could finish second in the group if certain results don't go their way. Certain results could actually eliminate Vietnam. Well, obviously, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But at the moment, Malaysia, Singapore, 0-0. I mean, has there ever been a close 0-0? A 0-0 helps Singapore out a lot more, obviously. But yeah, Thailand will play on Friday against the runner-up of Group B, which we don't know just yet. Honestly, I hope it's the Philippines, even though we'll probably lose. But the further we go in the tournament, the happier for me. You can see I'm kind of not really worried, but shaken, seeing what could possibly happen in this group. It could kill two birds with one stone. Singapore on the attack. I just took it wide from himself there, Stewart. Not Stewie Griffin. Yeah, obviously the graphic Thailand, Cambodia of Group A there. It's the same as this one, as you can see on the ticker. Singapore getting closer and closer. Closer and closer. 61% of you, 18 votes in. I will end the poll. I will end the poll. This is what the poll says. Random poll. Mate, end the poll. 20 votes. Five. Finally, someone has voted for Cambodia to progress. Funny. I don't know if it will pop up, but it's a substitution. Gustafsson, I believe. Not sure. Has come on. Still 0-0, Malaysia, Singapore. Still 0-0. Oh, where's my poll? But Thailand could get a fourth here. They're on the attack. Nope. Out wide, goal kick for both teams, actually. Cambodia goal kick and Singapore goal kick, almost practically. Cambodia trying to see if they could get maybe a consolation here, but it won't mean much now for them. Singapore now just really running down the clock here. For their sake, probably now. So, I mean, a goal for whichever team, Malaysia or Singapore, wins it for them. I don't see a second equalizing goal. Cleared. Ball over there. Foul. Malaysia free kick. 7 added minutes in the Thailand-Cambodia game. To be honest, it's not going to mean much. Malaysia-Singapore, though, its next goal wins territory. Sudden death. So, will it be Malaysia with the last, a few minutes plus how much stoppage time will be? I'm pretty sure it'll be a lot, though. We'll see. Cleared. Just try to get the second ball if you can. Oh, great defending. Great defending. Really good defending. I think it was House Harun, I believe. The Singapore. No, it was actually the number 2 of Singapore that got the ball cleared like that. Looked like a dangerous position for Malaysia to get that ball. Singapore defensively have looked vulnerable, but also good at the same time. But Cambodia having a chance to get a goal. Dude decides to go back. I don't know why. You gotta go attack. Iswan, the goalkeeper of Singapore, have collected the ball. Shot by Koulibaly. Kader. Shot again. Cambodia. Doesn't go in, obviously. And that will now almost certainly now, even with the added time now, Cambodia are out. It is almost certain. It is almost certain now that Cambodia will head out of the competition. Yeah, I believe. How much added time? How much added time? 5 minutes added time? Let me see. Yeah, 5 minutes added time. Singapore, Malaysia. Singapore could kill the dream. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. Malaysia goalkeeper. Chance headed. Oh, save again by the goalkeeper. He saved them twice. Saved them twice. The Malaysia goalkeeper, just to keep them in this competition. Well, not really. I mean, they still have to win Malaysia. 5 added minutes, and we've already played one of them. Great save from the goalkeeper. The shot from Stewart, twice actually from Stewart. Goalkeeper, 2 brilliant saves by the Malaysia goalkeeper. And knock on wood, not my wood, people. Still a corner for Singapore, but my word, he has almost kept them in the competition, or at least trying to get a winner. They have to get a winner. Singapore, they need not Singapore, Malaysia need to get a winner. A 0-0 does not suit them. Meanwhile, Thailand, Cambodia is 3-1. I think they'll just protect the ball here. Singapore, I think they're playing now for a 0-0. Singapore, they know now. Obviously, but now they don't need to attack. Probably earlier, yes, but now this game plan from Singapore, defensive, cool and all. Cambodia could have an attack. Not really cleared and dealt with, but now Thailand are going to push for the fourth goal. Thailand, here they go. Thailand, 1-2, 1-2, and 1-2. And now Malaysia on the attack with 3 minutes to go with the stoppage time. It's a corner Malaysia. They have to, oh my word, people. Corner Malaysia with less than 3 minutes. A goal for Malaysia wins the game. It wins them the game. And the 2 saves just before from the Malaysia goalkeeper might have saved the tournament if this goes in as well. The corner. I do not care much of the Thailand Cambodia game. Corner, have to clear it. And they have Singapore. Now they're chasing. Now they're on their counter attack here. Singapore. It's practically just 2 Singapore players. Stewart with the ball. It's just behind them though. Is that a foul? No foul. Just get up and defend. He does. He makes the block. Singapore. Cambodia shot. Meh. Singapore are about 2 minutes away, and I predicted Singapore to reach the semifinal. Not a really good tackle, that one, before in the Thailand-Cambodia game. But now then, people, we're so close to the end of both games. 2 minutes practically of both games to go. The Thailand-Cambodia game is almost certain it's going to finish 3-1 or even 4-1 or 3-2. Who cares? But the winner is Thailand in that game. Now, certainly, I'll call it that now. Cambodia will almost certainly finish bottom, or not bottom, but 4th. Second bottom. Kadea! Oh, Merry Christmas! Well, it's 3-2. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Cambodia have a consolation goal. It's not going to mean too much for them. Goal kick in the Singapore game. Goal kick for Singapore. 3-2. Let obviously we'll give the goals. Good goal. Brilliant goal from Cambodia. Brilliant goal. 3-2 now. Let's play your celebration music. Cambodia outscored. At least that ain't something. Cambodia outscored 3-2 now. 3-2. Let's go. They have to beat the goal difference. It's not going to be too much. But the Cambodia fans are still happy that they got a goal. So it's a goal for Cambodia. 3-2 still for Thailand. So it's still a winner for them. But I'll just to take a, please do hit the like button on stream. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on X, on Twitter. Obviously, tomorrow I'll be doing watch-alongs of the games as well. And with the 5 minutes almost up, it's up to the discretion of the referee. Malaysia still 0-0 at home to Singapore. Full time. Malaysia have been knocked out. Singapore, the game is finished. It is finished. It has finished. Malaysia are out. Malaysia are out of the competition. A 0-0 draw. They just couldn't find the back of the net, Malaysia. Singapore have progressed into the semifinal of the competition, and it is also nil-nil. Not nil. Well, it is nil-nil. Singapore away at Malaysia, but full-time whistle as well has gone off in Thailand, Cambodia, which means that this is the actual standings. These are the actual standings, as you can see on the ticker. Thailand 3-2 winners over Cambodia. Malaysia, Singapore finishes 0-0, which means the Group A standings are as follows. Actually, let me adjust. I have to adjust it because now both games have finished. Malaysia have been knocked out of the competition despite making the semifinal in the last edition. They beat Singapore in this exact same game at their stadium 4-1. But now then, Singapore have made it, not Malaysia. Immortal here. Yep, I predicted, you predicted Singapore would make it. Singapore have made it on only 7 points. Malaysia finished in third with 5 points, but not enough. Cambodia on 4, and East Timor have been obviously knocked out way before this game even started. Today's game started. But full time, I'll read one last time. Thailand 3-2 winners over Cambodia. Thailand topped the group. Malaysia, Singapore. The draw means that Singapore goes through to the semifinal and will play the winner of Group B. We don't know who that will be. Malaysia are out. They've been eliminated. Cambodia are also eliminated on 4 points. They finished 4th this time. At certain stages of this of today, Cambodia were actually 3rd ahead of Singapore. Not Singapore. Malaysia. Even at some stage for like 2 minutes, Cambodia were on the same points as Singapore, and it could have been tasty in that regard. But it's over. Group A has finished. Thailand, winners of Group A. Singapore, winners up of Group A. They both make the semifinal. The two most successful teams in the history of this competition have made it. Malaysia are out. Cambodia are out. East Timor are out. I'll remove the ticker just so that you guys get to see. So in the end, I give you one last bit. Before we wrap up the show, I would like to say big up to everyone. Please, as I said, hit the like button on the stream. This has actually been a good watch along. And obviously tomorrow is going to be a hell of a stream. We do not know what will happen with Philippines. I do not know what will happen in Vietnam against Myanmar. Tomorrow, I'll say it first. So tomorrow, I will be doing live watch-alongs for the final 2 games of Group B that happens at the same time as well. Obviously, the one I'm not really going to focus too much, but I will have an eye on as well. Vietnam versus Myanmar. But the game I'm obviously going to be witnessing a lot, it is going to be Indonesia versus the Philippines. Certain results could mean Vietnam could get eliminated. Certain results could mean Myanmar can get eliminated. Certain results would mean Indonesia would get eliminated. Certain results would mean Philippines would be eliminated. Laos have been eliminated and will finish bottom of that group. So yeah, it's going to be a big day tomorrow. You do not know what that will happen. But in this games today, the set of games. It's too loud. That. All right. So yeah, as I said, people, please do hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Obviously, watch along tomorrow, and follow me on X on Twitter. And as I said, it finishes Thailand 3-2 against Cambodia. As for Malaysia, Singapore, it finishes 0-0, which means that the 2 most successful teams of the history of the competition, being Thailand, who topped the group, and Singapore, who finished 2nd, will play in the semifinal. Malaysia, Cambodia, East Timor, as it was earlier, before today's games, have all been eliminated from the ASEAN Championship. And with that, as I said before, the 2 teams with the most history, I think it's between them, like 11 titles in the 15, 16 editions of the history of the competition. Thailand topped the group. Singapore, runners-up, both make the semifinal. The two most successful teams in the history of the competition, Thailand and Singapore. I'll do one last chat before we say good night to everyone. Good night to everyone in Southeast Asia. And as I said, people, tomorrow, big watch along. But yeah, the two most successful teams of the ASEAN Championship, Thailand and Singapore, will play next weekend, or next week, basically, as the ASEAN Championship ends in Group A. See you guys tomorrow for the big one. Peace.